Last time on Trails in the Sky, first chapter, we became a librarian, we talked to the mayor of Zeiss, and we discovered that Taita is the granddaughter of the man that brought the Orbital Revolution to Labelle. He is now examining the Black Orbment for us to try and figure out what it does. Let's find out together, shall we? Now, if everyone is ready, let's get this started. Estelle, if you'll put the Orbment on the stand. Okay. Like this? Yes, thank you. Are you ready, Tyler? All set. Good, good. Now, commencing orbital force measurement test on the Black Orbment. Black Orbment? That's going to be the official name after all. But using it officially is so boring and simple. Why not something cool like dark thingy of impending doom? Really, Estelle? Really? No, simple is best. Anything longer than Black Orbment would just be annoying to say. Oh, look at her. She's all anxious to start. Huh? Oh. Alright, let's begin. Tyler, if you activate the scanner, please. Okay. Output set at 45. Put all measuring equipment on standby. Roger. Done. All measuring equipment is calibrated. Okay, from here on out is the real deal. Since no direct input or output was detected, all we can do is measure how the central crystal circuit responds. Now let's see just how much this contraption is really worth. You're sure in a good mood. And click! Neat, it's all glowing and stuff. Simple minds, Estelle. I get it, it's putting a major strain on the crystal circuit. There. Tyler, any readings? Yes, but they're kind of weird. The tachometer needle is shaking like crazy. Now it's spinning around the dial. What? It activated. Eek! What's going on here? Joshua! It's the same black light from before. What? Did we just turn out all the orbments in the city? We just knocked out every orbment power source in the city. Good job, us. Grandpa, it won't take much more of this. We have to shut it down. Don't you dare. Just a little longer and we'll have something. Wait a second. All the lights in town are going out. Huh? Right in. We have no choice then. Terminating the experiment. Oh, they're back on. Let's see the readout. Nothing. It didn't record anything. And the only thing that kept working was the scanner on which the Black Orbment sat. And even that, well... As for everything else... Good, it looks like the experiment's finished. How's it outside? Fine. All the lights are back like nothing happened. There's still a lot of people panicking though. Okay. But just what the hell was all that? That was what I would dub the orbital shutdown phenomenon. The what down? You mean how everything inside all the orbments just stopped working at once? So the Black Orbment did this? Yes, I've no doubt. I would never have dared to guess that its effect would be so extensive. There's definitely more to this than I expected. Interesting. Most interesting indeed. Only you would think causing a blackout over an entire city is interesting. Professor! Ah, Murdoch, just the man I wanted to see. The feeling is not mutual. Every single time you invent something, it means trouble for me. What the hell were you up to that would cause all the power downtown to go out? How rude. It's not even my fault this time. See that there? That's the Black Orbment, and it caused this. Is that the... Okay, I get it. If that's the root of this, then it's genuine extenuating circumstances. But it still means that this was your fault. Ah, nuts, you got me. That's it? They're just okay again? Are they always like this? This is so embarrassing. And so the first day in Zeiss kept everyone busy. Due to how late it was, Estelle and Joshua stayed at the lab for the night. Man, yesterday was such a crazy day. I was surprised enough at the town, but I really wasn't expecting to deal with anything like that. No kidding. But back on the subject of the Black Orbment. It's much more powerful than I'd ever imagined possible. Yeah. What's the Prof gonna do now that his equipment's gone all kaflooey? Good morning, guys. Good morning, Tita. Good morning. Quite a big day yesterday. No kidding. Did you guys sleep okay? Yep, like babies. Is the professor already up? Oh, he left for the central factory early this morning. He said something about how he was going to expose all the Black Orbment secrets. Wow, looks like getting rolled out over and over by the factory chief yesterday didn't even put a dent in it. I really appreciate both of you taking the time to sleep over something a couple of relative strangers brought you. Oh, it's fine, really. Grandpa's investigating out of pure curiosity more than anything. I should go to the factory myself once I'm done with breakfast. What do you plan to do? Naturally, we'll be coming with you. I want to know what's really going on with that Orbment too. Maybe there's something we can do to help. Yay, then you can come with me. Uh-oh, I almost forgot about the soup. Just a second, you two. I'll bring you breakfast as soon as I make sure it's edible and not on fire. Yeah, please don't get on fire. I guess that's what the smell is. But man, what a cutie. I wish we could take her back with us to Roland. She'd be like a pet, cheering us up whenever... Ah, Estelle. Estelle. No, humans are not pets. Neither are monsters. Whenever we're feeling down. That's kind of creepy, Estelle. Thank you, Joshua. And now that we've had a good breakfast, off to the central factory. Before we do that, I'd like to check another guild. I think it might be best to report on what happened yesterday, just to be on the safe side. Well, okay. Hey Tida, would you mind if we stop by there on our way? Sure, go ahead. Oh good, because I was going to do that anyway. Oh! Yay, VP 250 mirror. Still 4th class. Welcome back. It looks like you finished the job. If you have any other contracts, make sure blah 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 blah. Yeah. Good morning. That was some day yesterday, wasn't it? When you're ready, we'd like your full report on it. Business as usual, Killiker? I've heard the basics from the factory chief already. I'd like to expand that account with some first-hand details. Well, Joshua explained the details of the orbital blackout. See, so the Orbment that was sent to Cassius in secret was in fact something dangerous. The Guild is very interested in these developments. We need to continue working with Professor Russell for the present. Before you say that, when we have more information, we'll contact you immediately. Did that unlock more? No. Okay, onwards to the factory. And we just ran up the down escalator. Whoops. Hi, everyone, how are you? Professor Russell is in his workshop on the 3rd floor. He seemed pretty impatient, like he was waiting on something or someone. And that is why I asked. I had a feeling they wouldn't make me go exploring the entire region. Ah, another failure. You trying to cut it with a bandsaw? Grandpa, we came to see if we could help. Ah, hello, Tyler. And you two are here as well, I see. What can I say? We were worried. So what are you working on? Well, as you can see, I'm trying to cut into the Black Orbment. But it hasn't been going very well. What seems to be the problem? Perhaps the demonstration is in order. And click. Whoa, what's that thing? It's a circular saw. Made of a special alloy that can cut through basically anything. That ought to do it then. It stopped? I thought that might happen. On a smaller scale, but it's the same phenomenon as yesterday. It seems like the Black Orbment is blocking the functionality of the other orbits, interfering with them in some way. The item was solely made for the purpose of killing the lights. Yeah. But Grandpa, doesn't the effect spread like it did last night? Yes, good thinking. This interference with nearby orbments seems to spread out, moving from orbment to orbment like chain lightning. I put the range at about 5 arch. But if there are no orbments powered on within the range, well, that's where the effect stops. I see, that makes sense. However, even without that knowledge, there's no way to know why it caused the machine to suddenly stop without getting a look inside it. It's very troubling. Is there any way to destroy the thing? Maybe with a good scream and a really hard whack? Don't be ridiculous. Didn't you see the big sword do exactly nothing to it just a moment ago? Well, yeah. Anyone thought of trying fire? Maybe it'll melt down in a blast furnace or something. If we did that, the insides of it would melt too. Oh yeah, well, it was worth a shot. Actually, it might work. Really? You know of a way to burn it open? No, that's not what I meant. Orbital power. That's which drives orbits to work. Can't be used for this problem. We'll have to find a way that doesn't rely on any orbital energy. Is there even such a thing? A combustion engine. It's a device that burns fuel to generate energy. The idea has been around for a long time, but it's very inefficient when compared to an orbital engine. However, all you need to work on them are standard tools. Ah, neat! Get it, fire is the key. But, Grandpa, I've never even seen one of them. I'm pretty sure there's one under study in the Central Factory Workshop. Oh, you'll need to get fuel as well. Like oil or something? No, it's called gasoline. It's extremely flammable. It's likely a tank or canister of it stored in reserve. Yes, it should do the job. I'll start getting the tools ready. I'll help. Is there anything we can do? I mean, I can't do anything super technical like Tyler can. Well, you could go and get the engine and gasoline. It's going to be heavy, but your braces should be strong enough to move it. Okay, leave it to us. So, where would we find these? Let's see. Don't tell me that you've forgotten. I've forgotten. You said not to say that. Estelle? If you look in the operations room, you could probably find them. What the heck is an operations room? It's a room with a bunch of orbital computers. It's on the 5th floor. We saw all kinds of information there for safekeeping. Wow, I didn't even know there was such a place. Then I'll leave it in your capable hands. Making coffee, fetching stuff. Well played, old man. Well played. Oh well, let's go find this operations room thingy. The 5th floor then. Okay. Okay, so that's operations, means just is exit onto the roof. Yep. Cool. Okay. Wow, check out this place. This has to be the operations room. Hey, you two. I haven't seen you before, so you might tell me what business you have in here? My name's Travis, Senior Engineer and Supervisor. Nice to meet you. Where were the Bracer Guild? We're here at the request of Professor Russell, so if... Professor Russell? He's not in trouble again, is he? Again? You really don't have much faith in him, do you? No, I mean, I realize that he's a genius. He was the one who developed the cable unit after all. But even being acquainted with him results in no end of trouble. Raito, on the other hand, is an incredibly sweet girl, just an all-around good kid. Yeah, I get what you mean. But I don't think we have time to stand around talking in this case. We need to find where the central factory stores its equipment. Oh, is that what this is all about? In that case, go right ahead. I'll show you how it works. This cylindrical device is a type of computer. It's called the cable. These days, they mostly get used to assist in airship navigation. But this one is equipped for the fastest general purpose data processing in the world. It can be used for anything, calculating material density to information retrieval. Now, for information retrieval, you have to use this front panel to select that mode. That will send the signal through the wiring and allow you to access a memory orbit. There's a quartz inside that trains a rapid light pulse on the receiver. Then it simply extracts the data you want. So I trust you know how it works now? No sweat. Yep, no sweat. I'm impressed, Estelle. You're way better at modern technology than I am. Okay, so I lied. All that stuff went completely over my head. Well, here's the setup. You change the mode with this panel, so you'll figure out in no time. The Orbital Calculator Capable System version 7.0. Copyright Zeiss Calendar 1197 to... Zeiss Central Factory 1197 to 1202. Mode Information Retrieval. Memory check. Okay. Database access. Please input search term. Central Factory. Establishment. September calendar 1154. Death of Professor C. Epstein in the sovereign state of Le Mans. Professor A. Russell returns to the Bell Kingdom in 55. He promotes the spread of Orbment technology to a Chile reception. In 57, Professor Russell forms a partnership with the Zeiss Clockmakers Union. Together they established the Zeiss Engineering Factory, later renamed the Central Factory. Edgar III, in 1160, after inspection of the factory, donates a large amount of money to further its research. Professor Russell becomes the first factory chief. In 62, Edgar III dies and Alicia II assumes the throne. Construction is completed on the Langland Bridge in 64. In 68, the first orbital-powered airship, the Calatrava, is completed. 39 failed test flights before success was achieved. In 73, the Zeiss Engineering Factory is renamed Zeiss Central Factory in shared technology with the Verne Company and Rheinfeld Company. The Lavelle Orbital Ship Corporation is established and the transit commuter airship the Linde is commissioned. In 77, the transit commuter airship the Cecilia is commissioned. In 78, the factory airship the Leibniz is completed. In 80, the Zeiss Central Factory is dismantled and reconstructed at its current site. Partially underground factory in the Caldea Hills is completed. In 82, Professor Russell resigns from his position as factory chief and succeeded by Murdoch. Natural science and medical research divisions are founded in 85. 1187, the passenger ship the Turner sinks in Cavard waters, Crown Prince Judith's size. In 1190, the Orbital Network, a joint venture with the Epstein Foundation, is publicly announced. In 1192, outbreak of the 100 Days War, the central factory is taken by the Eberonian Army. Professor Russell develops patrol airships at Leiston Fortress, which are used to mount a highly effective counteroffensive and soon became central to the Royal Army. In 1193, the Bell and Eberonian signed peace accord. Orbment exports to the Eberonian Empire resumed. In 1197, version 1.0 of the capable orbital computer is completed. Development commences on the high-speed cruiser, the Arsail, in 99, and 1202, the Arsail was completed and flight tests commenced. Holy hell, there's a lot here. Orbments, capable. General term for devices that draw orbital energy from septium. Invented 50 years ago by Professor C. Epstein, the clockwork mechanism inside causes a reaction through quartz, which in turn produces a variety of different phenomena. The greatest advantages over combustion engines is that the orbital energy within them is gradually restored over time, and the variety of different phenomena they can produce. They are also much more economically efficient. Crystal circuits. An electrical circuit with a crystalline structure made from processed septium fragments. They serve as an energy source but also cause varied phenomena which are only seen when they are placed inside an orbit. Septium, a group of 7 gemstones found throughout the continent. Prized as jewels for eons, it was also regarded as a symbol of mystery. The invention of technology to refine and process septium fragments too small to use as jewels, or separate, and make them with quartz, resulted in a massive increase in the importance of septium as a resource across the continent. Airships, or orbital ships, commonly regarded as the crowning achievement of Orbment technology, enables the power of flight by combining a flight engine to control gravity and an orbital engine to provide vast amounts of energy. Because of the need for high efficiency orbital energy transfer and the complexity of controlling the airship, many modern airships are highly capable orbital arithmetic logical units. Orbital ships less than 20 yards in length are simply called airships. Orbital weaponry. Any firearm or cannon powered with Orbment technology, not only the most common form of military weaponry amongst many nations. Orbital firearms, energy is focused in a lethal path of the barrel, down to a tiny point which then forces a large metal projectile outward at high velocity. These guns can fire more rounds than traditional gunpowder arms and at adjustable levels of force. Orbital cannons, meanwhile, fire shells containing energy which explode on impact. Similar to orbital guns, these have less recoil than gunpowder using cannons, and their power can be similarly adjusted. Finally, tactical orbment. Orbments used to manipulate orbital magics, usually no larger than a pocket watch, so its internal workings are extremely minute and elegantly constructed. When quartz designed for tactical orbment uses the sword, it improves the abilities of its wearer. That's one's weakness. When this quartz synchronizes with the bearer, aka the resonance phenomenon, the internal mechanisms take over the otherwise complex process that they require to use magic, allowing just about anyone to use it in the form of orbital arts. Furthermore, the arts the user is able to use can be changed depending on the combination of quartz inside. Related topics. Haulage vehicle. Any wheeled vehicle powered by orbital energy, widely considered uncomfortable to ride and very limited in speed, primarily used for transporting cargo. Orbment powered vehicle, no data. Repository underground factory engines. Combustion engine, a machine which generates usable energy by burning fuel within. Less efficient than its orbital counterpart due to issues with gases and source for noise pollution. Combustion engine number 1, owner maintenance chief Gusta. And gasoline, a liquid derived from the purification of the naturally occurring hydrocarbon compound known as petroleum, primarily as fuel for combustion engines and as an industrial solvent. Republic manufactured gasoline, emergency stores, 20 mid-sized tanks, repository, Orbment manufacturing factory. Looks like you found what you're looking for. Wow, it's like a magic box or something. Orbital computers are really something. As I understand it, Professor Russell's teacher, Professor Epstein, was responsible for the original concept. But it was Professor Russell's talent that made an idea into reality. Only his presence of mind were on par with his intelligence. Well, Ideos isn't one to bestow 2 blessings on one person. By the way, where can we find the guy who has one of those combustion engine thingies? The maintenance chief, right? Where is he? He's currently overseeing the airfield, so you'd have to go there to speak to him. Also, the gasoline is likely in Orbment manufacturing in the basement. Talk to the staff there, I'm sure they'll be happy to get it for you. Maintenance Chief Gustav is down at the airfield working on the combustion engine, and the gasoline is in the basement Orbment manufacturing facility. Thanks, you've been a big help. Think nothing of it. Let me know if you need anything else. And we're gonna go chasing after those items next time on Travis in the Sky, first chapter. See you then.